This incredible story happened 17 years ago. Xueli was abandoned in an orphanage in China by her mother because of her albinism. Luckily, when she was 3 years old, Xueli was adopted by the Dutch Abbing family and moved to the Netherlands. Today, she works with the world's greatest photographers and major brands in the fashion industry. So what difficulties did she face, and how did she become a model? But before we begin, don't forget to click subscribe if you want more stories in the future. Let's get started. When Xueli was born, she looked very different from other babies. She had pale skin and hair, like a delicate porcelain doll. Some people might have thought she was incredibly beautiful because of this, but sadly, her parents didn't see it that way. They thought she didn't fit in and made a harsh decision. They left her at an orphanage in China. The truth is, Xueli isn't strange or scary. She's just dealing with a rare condition called albinism. This genetic disorder means her body doesn't produce enough pigment, which gives color to skin, hair, and eyes. Because of this, Xueli's skin is very pale and her hair is almost white. Plus, she's very sensitive to sunlight. After being left at the orphanage, the caring staff there named her Xueli. It's a special name with a beautiful meaning. Xueli means snow and Li means beauty. Together, it describes Xueli as pure and lovely, just like snowflakes. When Xueli was at the orphanage, even though she was young, everyone could sense that she was different from them. As a result, Xueli hardly had any friends, and nobody dared to get close to her. Luckily, when Xueli was 3 years old, her adoptive mother found her and brought her home. Since then, she lived in the Netherlands with her adoptive mother and younger sister. Her adoptive mother loved the name Xueli and saw it as a connection between Xueli and her birthplace, so she kept it unchanged. Despite having a loving family, Xueli faced criticism from others. As she got older, she noticed that hardly anyone wanted to be friends with her, and some even called her hurtful names like snowman or albino. This deeply saddened her. Over time, she grew wary of socializing and kept her feelings bottled up inside. She even considered dyeing her hair black to blend in with others. After holding in her emotions for a long time, Xueli's adoptive mother noticed the change and said to her, "What you have is a special gift. You are as beautiful as an angel." With the support of her adoptive mother, Xueli slowly began to accept herself. She realized that since she couldn't change how others saw her, she should focus on living happily. However, despite her efforts to open up, most people still refuse to accept her. Despite all this, Xueli still sees the world with kindness. Later, when a reporter asked her if she resented her biological parents for leaving her, Xueli replied, "I feel lucky to have only faced abandonment." This is because in some parts of Africa, people with albinism are treated as outcasts and are even hunted down. Some believe them to be monsters, while others, including certain witch doctors, spread rumors that their body parts hold special healing powers. Even though these beliefs have no basis in reality, they persist, causing immense harm. In some remote African communities, where opportunities are scarce, a farmer might only earn $90 a year, while the price for albino body parts as medicine can go up to $9,000 or more. A small piece of an albino's body can be sold for $600, and a whole body can fetch up to $75,000. Despite these horrifying realities, Xueli considers herself fortunate and wishes for a more compassionate world towards people with albinism. So Xueli said that she is lucky, and she also hopes that the world can be gentler to albinos. Xueli's life trajectory began to change when she accidentally entered the modeling industry at the age of 11. It all started when her mother met a designer from Hong Kong. The designer had a son with a cleft lip, and she decided she wanted to design really beautiful clothes for him so people wouldn't always stare at his mouth. So she launched the Perfect Imperfections fashion campaign and asked Xueli if she would attend her fashion show in Hong Kong. Xueli agreed. Because she performed so well in this show, when she returned to the Netherlands, she began to receive invitations from different studios one after another. First, in 2019, British designer Dutch Abbing invited her to London to take some photos and post them on Instagram. One of the photos even appeared on the inside page of the June 2019 issue of Italian Vogue. Xueli also accepted the invitation from Zebedee Talent Modeling Agency so that people with disabilities can have a place in the fashion industry. In the modeling business, looking different is a blessing, not a curse. Plus, it gives me the means and opportunity to raise awareness about albinism. Of course, there are still models who are 2 meters tall and have a centimeter waist, but people with disabilities and other special needs are increasingly appearing in the media. This is great, but there is still a long way to go until this becomes the norm, Xueli said. Although Xueli loves being a model, she sometimes faces some challenges along the way. Because of albinism, she only has 8% to 10% vision and cannot look directly at light. Sometimes, if the light is too bright when shooting, she'll say, "Can I close my eyes?" Or "Can you soften the light?" Or she'll say, "Okay, you can take 3 shots with the flash while I open my eyes." A photo, but no more. Now, the young girl is using her achievements to encourage people with albinism or any other form of disability to believe in themselves, and that they can achieve their goals if they put their mind and soul into it. I want children with albinism or any other disability to know their capabilities. They can be anyone and to do anything, she added. In 2022, Xueli needed to find out her age because she didn't have any information about her birthday from her biological parents. So she had a special X-ray done. The doctor said she appeared to be around 15 years old. The girl is now 17 years old. Xueli's future plans involve becoming a medical worker and pursuing her passion for photography in her free time. Additionally, in 2023, she has been chosen as a UNESCO Goodwill Ambassador to help in the fight against racism and discrimination. Do you think Xueli's success as a model could also lead to finding love and starting a family? That's all for this video, and please don't forget to click on subscribe if you want more stories in the future. Thank you for watching.